Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to present to you and formally introduce Bob, Cos, and Arthur, the Play No Games podcast.
It's your favorite podcast where we talk about real life and exchange a few laughs. We sticking to our path. When you find understanding, just know that will never last. We ain't here to play no games.
What's poppin', you guys? It's Cartier Bob back here again with another latest installment of the Play No Games podcast.
What's up, y'all? It's Tank Forward.
It's Cos.
Damn.
Great job, guys.
Damn, I'm not gonna go lie.
Blanked out.
I did blank out for a second.
Hey, you froze up, bro.
I did froze up, but we're gonna keep it going because if you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you can get notified of all the delicious, nutritious goodness of the show. But if we add value to your life and you want to help add value back into our lives, hit that Cashapp, $ herobob. Help me pay my friends. I'm gonna keep saying it because I'm gonna manifest it. I'm gonna write them $1,000 check.
Otherwise, I'm quitting.
That's actually a likely scenario.
Same.
That's, likely scenarios. But I think we're gonna play a slight, if you don't want to donate to the show costs, I think you gotta play our next favorite game.
No?
Got?
Yeah. What? Oh, yes. If you donate to the show, what's the threshold now? 50?
We're at 100.
Oh, we're at 100. If you donate 100, you could take the single bachelor on a date.
Yay!
You pay for his meal, of course.
Yeah, drizzle.
His drinks, but you get the date, of course. That's your prize.
$100 won't cover a date.
$100 won't cover a date for you?
Golf shows, no.
No. The $100 is just to get the date.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you spend, you take on that date is covered by them as well.
Perfect.
So that's your prize. You're looking at it right there, Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome.
Yeah, recently inked up.
What was that?
What? You know what?
That's what you get.
For background, one of our producers in the back said, I don't know about Tall.
Exactly. We'll get into that later.
Time out.
RJ.
Also, make sure to hook up the mic if y'all need to talk. Also.
No, we don't need evidence of this.
I'm just saying, for facts, you're definitely going to be called upon. Anywho, you're getting more funny and confident. What you eating at his house? I would agree with it. I really wish. That's true. All right. We're going to get straight into it. In our first segment of the day, it's a hometown favorite. It is what we play no games about. AJ does it better, blah, blah, blah. Say how you feel. We're just going to say what we play no games about. Whoo, shit. I'm going to start first. Mine's semi-serious. What I play no games about is recently over last week. Everyone on the show knows, but for the viewers, you may not know, I recently passed one of my licensure exams, and this is the reason why I want to play down games about passing is I've been in what I would say therapy residency for the last 2 years where I can practice and all the other stuff, but I just have to report to a clinical supervisor once a month to go over all the other stuff, blah, 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 blah. So that kind of explains where I was at. And I'll say this on here. I took this shit 13 fucking times.
Damn.
I know.
Damn. Tell the people, how much does it cost to take that test?
$260. Every time. And that's yeah.
Almost.
And the thing is why people don't understand is if you fail in between 5 or 3 points, you can take it again immediately. And that's where a lot of my scores would fall. 1, 2 points. So you would just think a nigga just got to change one question and it's all over with. But it repeatedly kept happening. And I just want to say I appreciate anyone who's giving me any words of encouragement, because there's been a lot of opportunities where I was like, maybe I really don't need it because I'm still doing what I'm doing right now. But I'm glad I stuck to it because, you know, you got to see things through with things that you do when it comes to like projects. And it kind of just reminded me with anything I'm doing in my life, you just got to be phenomenally patient. And that was just me.
All right.
And for anyone that's listening doesn't understand, it's essentially the bar for therapists.
Pretty much.
Like, I know my sister went through the process too, was super stressed out doing it as well. So, congratulations, my man.
Definitely perseverance. I have to ask, related, not related. I have to ask though.
Oh, please do.
Go across the room. How long did it take you to get your license?
Me?
Yeah. Like your driver's license.
Oh, I only
How many tries? Yeah.
once.
Oh, okay.
Okay, fair.
Once.
What about you guys?
Driver's license or permit?
Both.
Permit was 3 times. I'm gonna be honest. Driver's license was twice.
Driver's license and permit once.
I didn't read the book at all. I didn't.
Fair
I
enough.
didn't open the book.
I ain't gonna lie. On my driver's license, second, it took me twice, and that was part of the reason why.
And I didn't do driver's ed either.
Neither did I.
They told me like, "Oh, do you have your 100 hours of driving?" I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually follow the rules.
No, fuck that.
I answered the question.
I just showed up.
You did driver's ed?
No.
So you telling me you was sitting there like stop watching yourself every time you got behind the wheel?
Drive Mama T's car. She wasn't playing no games.
Again, but were you
No.
stop watching?
No.
You don't know if you did 100
Yeah.
hours.
I definitely did. I remember a lot of JCPenney laps in the parking lot.
100 hours is a lot.
100 hours is a lot of driving, bro.
It's like 1,000 miles.
And you was doing tennis, and you had school.
The funny fact that you know I was doing tennis. Yeah, I was. No, I was so busy as a kid. My mom had us
Selling
in and out.
chocolates.
Yeah, I was the
Were you
candy
actually?
man. Yeah.
Candyman.
I ain't gonna lie, I might have robbed you.
I did get robbed one time. Was that your bitch ass in fucking Whitaker Lakeside?
Let me rob you at 8 years old.
Okay, I was about to say. You were cunning.
You deserved it.
You were cunning.
But yeah. But Kaz, what you play no games about?
Yeah. Well, we're recording this on the week of Mother's Day.
Aww.
So I actually want to play no games about mothers and just women in your life. Funny enough, today's actually my sister's birthday. Friday is my mom's birthday, and then Sunday is Mother's Day. So I just want to give a shout out to all the moms that are potentially listening. Anyone else that's listening that celebrates Mother's Day. I see that's where your mind goes. I know you're a disgusting human.
Whoa,
I'm just doing
what are
a
you
genuine
talking
just shout
about?
out to all the mothers out there.
What took us somewhere?
You took it somewhere.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just laughing because you looking at me. What do you think I'm thinking?
So your pockets are normally tapped this week, is what I'm hearing.
My pockets are very tapped. Flowers are going out the door.
Just your family?
Just my family this week.
Oh, Cassie.
And stop. Stop. And yeah, just a shout out to all the moms.
I agree with that. You know,
I know you're a mama's boy too.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
What
Shout
about
out
you,
to
Tay? Are you a mama's boy? Yeah.
Yeah.
I lean more on my mom's side.
shout out to Mama T. You know, one of the big supporters of me as well. You know, is your mom gonna watch the show?
Does she watch the show?
My dad watches more. He'll no idea what's going on. Mr. Romania, no idea what's happening.
All right, as long as he clicks play.
He just clicks play and he's like, "That's my son," and I respect the shit out of that.
Yeah.
His dad is when I say, I'm talking about like because Koss talks right here with like immigrants, things like that, like the epitome of like hard work and just like total sweet guy, like in their house, like guy's guy. In the zombie apocalypse, you would want Koss's dad there because he'll figure it out. If he's like he's in the group,
He's
great
a
guy.
Romanian MacGyver. He knows way too much.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Anyways, Tay, what are you playing no games about?
I play no games about setting the right vibes for your summer. No.
Nothing else. I'm sorry. I'm
Already
fine.
on some
You're in a
nonsense,
giggly
bro.
mood today.
I am.
Clearly, I mean, like, I'm literally just talking about like throwing a
Yeah, I
barbecue.
Oh, my bad. Why?
I
Why
don't
you take it there? I was just. I want to set the tone for the summer.
Started laughing immediately. Like,
You start laughing like someone said the funniest joke ever.
Exactly. Nah, I just
I love a good barbecue.
It's about to be 80 something all weekend.
I'm gonna be honest, kind of a big jump up. I would have preferred a couple 70 days before we went up to 85.
It's gonna be 80.
I'm a real Portlander. Yeah. Well, it's 65 today, and then tomorrow or Friday it's 85. Give me a ramp up. My body's not ready.
Get ready.
I'm not ready.
85, 81 tomorrow, 86, and 85 Saturday.
Okay.
I get pretty dark actually.
He burns.
Classic ginger.
But yeah, nah, just get your barbecues ready, seafood boils, have a drink. I love that time. I love the time of the year. I feel like just the vibes are better. People are friendlier. It's not as bleak and gray, and Portland people can actually halfway speak when they see somebody on the street.
That's one thing Portland does well. When the sun comes out, it's just different energies, like a different city.
But Portland summer is like a pretty decent vibe. I
Yes.
ain't gonna lie.
It's just always crowded because everyone has to be out.
Yeah.
Everyone has to be out.
Matter of fact, I don't care what you say. We're going out at least one time this summer.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah,
for a day
we'll
fade.
go out. Yeah, I don't mind a day.
He's a
fade.
good time in this one. He had
I'll
this
meet you at
one
the
bad
pickleball.
Asian one. Huh?
You're still not past that?
Oh no, hey, that was you, man.
He took something from you?
Absolutely not. But we're walking into Lulu's, right? We're walking into Lulu's, and like out of nowhere, this bad Asian girl comes up. She's like, "Andrew, oh my gosh!" And he handled it like a
Oh,
champ.
so you got him. I feel you.
Garfield,
Mr. Big Stepper.
Mr. Morale. Exactly. Wonderful segue, Robert. How do you do these things? Boom. Anywho, I'm gonna say this right now. The Drake Kendrick thing, we're gonna keep it to like 3-4 minutes, not too long. But I'm gonna just say this. We're oversaturated with it in our culture right now. And I'm just curious, have y'all reached the point of I'm tired of the shit right now?
I reached that last week. I can't pinpoint the day. I let out a tweet Monday, though, kind of encapsulating my thoughts around the whole matter. What should have theoretically just been a sparring match in terms of like who raps better then became, and it's crazy because Questlove posted something today that kind of mirrored what I said. It became a mudslinging contest on who's the worst abuser.
Thank you.
It started to get weird as hell to me. I'm not gonna lie. I low-key lost a little bit of respect for both of them because if either you claim to value and respect women as much as you do, or the protection of kids, if there's any type of validity in what either you were saying, then it shouldn't have taken a rap battle to air this out. Because like when I know people are weirdos in real life, it's not like I'm not even putting nothing on your jacket, but let's just say you and I had an issue for whatever reason, or we didn't know each other, but I knew you did some foul stuff in life. It's not gonna take you saying something to me for me to let that be known.
Yeah.
And also like doing it in the form of like a rapping sparring contest, it comes off as a little distasteful to me because you're monetizing this content as well. Whereas, there are people, whether it be somebody's wife, kids, or other women or children, who have to deal with the trauma of this stuff if there is any validity to what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
I'll play devil's advocate.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm leaning on the other side. I'm saying, you know what? The gloves are off. It's all free game. Bring out whatever material you have because that's what it's about. And that's and they took it to where they took it. Was it taken too far? Oh, up to debate, maybe. Is Kendrick winning? I think he's done. I think Kendrick's done. I think Drake's response, the most recent one, was weak enough to where Kendrick doesn't even have to acknowledge it.
I
But see,
disagree
like
with
for
that.
me, it's not a thing so much as like, there's stuff you shouldn't touch on in rap because I couldn't even fault Kendrick for where he took it because with how I was raised, once you mention somebody's wife, all bets are off the table and you are asking for whatever comes to you. But it's less to do with what like Drake going at Kendrick or Kendrick going at Drake, but your words have impact towards people who didn't ask to be part of this situation, whether it be Sandra, whether it be Whitney, Alfred, Kendrick's the mother of his child or children rather. both of their children, because not to sound like an apologist, but like Adonis, since he's been born, has been talked about in multiple rap beefs. All he is a kid. He didn't have anything to do with his dad's career or stuff he's done to people or vice versa. So like, why is his name being mentioned so much? Sandra, Drake's mom, doesn't bother anybody. Whitney, she could walk in this room right now. I guarantee. I knew what she looked like prior to, but I'm gonna guess nobody else in here.
I did.
You did prior to?
No.
Oh, that's what I mean. So like, now she's become a centerpiece of this whole ordeal, and people are now questioning, well, why isn't she disprove or shutting down these rumors or whatever have you? I don't even speak when the father of my children drops the album, so why am I having to then go on The View or Jay Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk to talk about this shit?
That would be an epic Red Table Talk. Drake.
Oh, but it's like clown. It's like clown shit to me though, because I think culturally we do this thing, and I'm gonna get paid for this term. I don't know if anybody else has came up with it, but I'm gonna coin it. I'm gonna call it NASCAR syndrome. We applaud the bullshit until bullshit happens, and what I mean by that is, do y'all remember kind of a side mission with this whole beef right now? When Chris Brown was shooting at Quavo on his initial track, he said something to the effect of, it shouldn't have been Takeoff, it should have been you, nigga. And people were applauding that shit and saying, this is what a real rap diss track is supposed to sound like, which is fine. But if Quavo were to hear that and be like, okay, I'm done rapping, and then went and shot that nigga, everybody would have been copping pleas and saying, oh, black man, why are you harming each other? We need to come together. Well, no, you were just applauding the shit. And the reason why I said call it NASCAR syndrome, people show up to NASCAR events to see the crash until the crash happens, and then it's on ESPN. Well, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is just tragically passed. Can we have a moment of silence?
Yeah. Senior that died.
Yeah. I didn't even know you did. I was just saying a name because that was like one of the few NASCAR drivers I knew.
Interesting. I'm actually glad that you said that, because I think there's like two angles I just have to have on tape, because I've been talking about it for the last fucking 3 weeks. Is I actually disagree with Cautious a little bit, and that is I enjoyed the Heart Part 6 where Kendrick, and the reason why some of his tracks go hard is just how he speaks. Drake saying like not even saying I'm done with this, but just saying whatever. Oh, he doesn't want to. He's out of it. Like I just learned from this is there's a lot more people who dislike Drake than like Kendrick's music, where it's kind of like the stan culture is so out of whack. It was just so weird where like you're standing so hard where for me it goes Drake, Cole, Kendrick. I like them all. They popped up right when in my generation of like growing up in high school. I'm like, these are like my Biggie and Tupac and Nas and Jay-Z, even though I know they were around, but like I grew up with them. So like I like all three of them. I just find that in this debate, no one can have any nuance. It's just, I like Kendrick. I like Drake, where Kendrick's not like us. That's the best one. Then after that goes Family Matters. But I'm not going to even go that far where it's kind of like, I don't even want to like have this debate anymore because people don't know how to have nuance.
Yeah.
And if we're going at it from like a rap standpoint, if this stuff is true, right? If this stuff is true, Drake inherently kind of wins because he fed this person false information, the daughter and all this stuff, and you went for it. But here's the thing. Drake and all his responses that Kendrick said, he's responded to all those things, but Kendrick hasn't talked about the alleged wife beating, this and that. And I'm just kind of like, I find it interesting. If Kendrick would have done what Drake did, he would have been a rap genius. You use AI, you did a video same day, you got the Chinese place going up.
And that's my issue with it. And people, even when we were talking with Vari last week, he kind of jokingly said like, oh, I know you don't fuck with Kendrick. No, it's not that I don't fuck with Kendrick. It's the fact that I hate how people almost like treat him like a rap deity.
Yes.
In the sense that like I could take Sarah M&M's, right? you put that in the Louvre Museum, somebody might look at it and say like, "Oh my God, look at the artistic expression." No, bro, just a bottle of M&Ms. And sometimes people overthink shit. Like even with Sit 16 and with all these like conspiracy theories on the different meanings of it. No, there weren't 7 different meanings for this shit. It was just the play on the OJ trial. That's it.
I think for me, I know there's a lot of delusional Drake fans. I'm not a delusional Drake fan. Where Koss, when I first met him, he would. That's the one thing he would kind of get on Drake about. But no, you were very critical of Drake.
I still am.
Yeah, I know you are, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like
I
when
think
we've
Dana
talked.
still is.
I'm saying, but when we talk about rap,
Yeah.
you give Drake his flowers, but also you're like, he could be better in this area. But like when you talk to the Kendrick fans are supposed to be the rapidy raps, and they're supposed to know all this stuff. You can't have a conversation with those people at all. It's just, he literally called him pedophile for pedo, and that's like where are the receipts to back this up? And then whatever Kendrick said, it was just golden. But if Drake would have did the same thing, he's stale, all this other stuff, where I just think we're at a standpoint and when it comes to music.
And just play devil's advocate. I won't say it's just Kendrick fans.
Drake fans too.
Yeah, I think one thing that this beef made me realize more
Logic
than
fans.
anything, there are less but there are less fans of just rap than there are rappers.
Yes.
Individual rappers.
Yeah. You said there weren't receipts. I'll say 2 things about it on the pedo thing. The video of Drake making out with that fan, really hard to watch. The 17-year-old on stage. Or not making
That's like Akon, bro.
Still.
All right. I'll say this, not to excuse it. He was 23, she was 17, and
They brought her on stage.
and also it's legal age of consent.
Also in Canada.
They were in Canada.
Also,
Not making excuses for
him
him.
talking to a 14-year-old Millie Bobby Brown is also weird.
I'm not.
Why are you talking to a 14-year-old?
I agree.
Respond and then I have.
Okay, I agree with that to a certain extent when it comes to that looks weird. Like I'm never denouncing that. The stuff that they have is, I believe Ab and Priest were talking about this too, where like I agree, where like that just looks weird. I also have to take it to a piece of, I've never been in such a high type of a role where you look at Millie Bobby, she's just doing like Stranger Things, and like, all right, this is an avenue I may want to work in my career, so I'm going to talk to this person. Now, as a parent, that's a career thing.
I'm gonna talk to the preteen.
Okay, wait here.
You
made that face. Did you find any issue with Usher basically taking Justin Bieber under his wing?
Yeah, that was weird too.
Okay, all right. Then I had no qualms, but most of the culture.
Same with the Diddy thing.
But culturally, most people didn't, and now after the fact, you find all this stuff out.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying though, but I'm just saying from like a career wise, where like
there's nobody who'd be better in a better position to inform me, or let me rephrase it, who'd be better informed to give me any game about where I'm trying to be than the person who's already at the top.
Yeah, so I'll say this. When I do have kids, we'll say I have a phenomenal kid, right? And they're going to be in some type of sport. If there's someone that can help further their career, I don't mind them having a relationship and talking, but as their parent, I'm also monitoring what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I just think it's strange.
I don't disagree with what you're saying at all either.
Because you also have to think like, where's the cross section between where Millie Bobby Brown's career was when she started doing Stranger Things as 11 and being like 12 or 13 years old?
Drake was a child actor.
Okay, and then that's the correlation that Drake also was a child actor and went into music.
Maybe she wants to. Once again, not excusing what it looks like, but I'm still.
Also, we don't have too much context because we don't know what the exchanges were.
Also, he killed XXXTentacion.
Wow.
I believe that.
All I want to say, and then we can move on
I'm
from this
staying on
because
that.
we've exceeded our time limit, is I just want to get back to enjoying music. J. Cole, even though you should have not just said
You made
anything,
the right choice, huh?
He should have just said nothing. Just don't say nothing. Don't even make the diss rap.
But then maybe Kendrick would have came after him.
I think he would have handled it.
But the thing is, even if he did, I think it would have been similar to like that, where it's
Not crazy.
nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Just talks about his failed like basketball career or something.
How much did he average? Like 5 points
In Africa. In South Africa. What? Hide,
Maybe-
everyone,
maybe-
hide.
Maybe lose my hat.
I got a close up.
Fuck off. But that's all. But y'all got anything more with this?
I got
I'm
nothing
good.
else.
I'm good.
All right. I'm glad that we're talking about this, but one thing we have to talk to you guys about is our sponsor of the day.
Welcome back to the Backseat Critics. My name's Andrew, and you know what? Next week we're releasing a new episode.
On a new topic that we haven't even touched before yet.
Basketball.
We're going to talk NBA.
We're going to touch NBA.
We're going to talk Kings.
We're going to touch Kings.
And we're going to talk about Lakers.
We're going to touch Lakes.
And we're going to talk about referees who get paid
And we're going to touch those refs.
on our podcast. Backseat Critics.
And we're back. Shout out to the Backseat Critics for. Anyways, next topic. Getting into an interesting topic that happened over the weekend. There were rumors of this, but it became official on the X. Druski,
You didn't have anything bad to say about this.
Druski, who's famous for something
Funny.
Skate comedian.
funny, is he?
Drewski's funny. You don't think Drewski's
He
funny?
just had a world tour or countrywide tour last year, so I don't know if
I'm gonna chalk it up to.
Drewski's funny, bro.
You think Druski's funny?
Yes.
I think he's okay. I think he's carried by the community.
What community?
hold on, yeah, what community?
I think.
Don't say it.
I
Play
think
no
Black
games.
Twitter really likes Drewski. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all. I'll end it there.
I was gonna say white people love Drewski.
I don't know.
The country
fri-
white boys.
My white boy friends are like, why is this guy?
But
Why do
you-
I see this guy
But
everywhere?
you're not country though.
I'm not country. Maybe the country people
Thank
love him.
you.
Like the roadside skit.
Exactly.
Okay, the ones get. Anyways,
I don't care about the top.
I'll say this: his skits where he's like auditioning people. What is it? What is that called?
Could have been records.
Could have been records. Those are funny.
Could have been as
Those are
hilarious.
funny. I'll say those are really funny.
No, the ones where he was like pretending to be a girl, like during the pandemic, once a kickback. That shit was hilarious.
You gotta admit some of the girl ones.
I think like some of his stuff.
For me, it's like when I see him on these Jimmy Butler ads.
okay. No,
or
that doesn't make me laugh. But like, I feel like some of his stuff you had to live in real life to appreciate it.
Okay.
So do you live in real life?
No, apparently I don't.
No,
I don't find.
like those moments. All right, even the one kickback during the pandemic when you came to my crib.
Yeah.
We had it. Never mind, I'm not gonna snitch on myself. But
Yeah.
yeah. It was a situation.
Yeah.
Nice little vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. We gonna keep going because
yeah.
Okay. Anyways, well, Druski and Ruby Rose, who is also famous for
Not too much.
something,
Not too much.
are now official. She confirmed it with a video of him sucking the food out of her mouth, pretty much on making out.
damn.
And there was some good amount of hate. Good amount of hate. Ruby Rose, who I know is very liked in the internet space for some reason.
Again, not too much.
Not too much. A lot of people are saying, man, this dude sucking the whole industry out of her when they were making out. There's a lot of like backhanded compliments, kind of. The what?
One was good.
The Goofy movie one, yeah. Or someone's like, that's gonna be the best 3 to 6 months of his life. So a lot of hate going Drewski's way for bagging a baddie.
Yeah, I think
Is this just because he's fat and funny, and people hate to see fat and funny guys like win? Because that's what I'm getting from this.
possibly. I mean,
I
I
agree with
think
that.
it's just one of those things too, where kind of like with Lori Harvey when she pops up with a new boyfriend,
Okay.
everybody will make jokes like, oh, this must be her boyfriend of the season, but.
So you're saying it's like a Ruby Rose thing, not a Druski thing. That's why
I think it's a
getting
little bit
hate.
of both.
Okay.
I think one, him being him, but then also, I think that comes into play as well. But I'll say this: 90% of the people I know who make those type of comments, they would literally give their right hand to be in his position, even if
Yes.
it was just for those 3 to 6 months. I'm one of those people.
There we go.
So you're a hater.
No. I appreciate game is game. You know.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
yeah. It's not your. It's just your turn.
Yeah.
It's just your turn.
Yeah, that's Drake's line. I will say, as a former big backer,
Big backer.
Hunter or
big back,
I know a big back hunter or living as a big back person.
living as a big back person.
Okay.
The world treats you differently when you're big. I don't know. I would say growing up, on average, maybe like 30 fat jokes a week.
30 is crazy.
No, it's a lot. You get in disputes with people, Foursquare, fat boy. Be like, you some bitch. And it's just like, okay. And don't get me wrong, life as a big back is different. You jump different, you walk different.
Hey, bro, did you ever play kickball and they rolled the ball to you, but your leg was moving too damn slow?
I wasn't that big. Stop it.
I was gonna say I've seen old photos of you. You weren't that big.
Goss.
You weren't
When
that
your doctor says, hey, pre-diabetic.
At what age, though?
We're not going to talk about those.
I mean,
That's a trauma that we won't.
13,
No.
14,
9.
younger.
Pediatrics. But anywho,
9.
all I'm saying
It's
is
9.
all
Okay.
I'm saying is life is different. I'll just say I'm happy for Druski, and I also think you guys are both right when it comes to that piece where people want things that make sense. Where when they look at those people, they're like, "Oh, it doesn't make sense," and because it doesn't make sense to you, they put the hateful comments. Where I will never ever live this down. And I know you don't like this dude, Gary V. Gary V literally taught me how to respond to the hate. The dude in the hate comments like, Gary V, you're dumb as shit. And then he was like, are you having a bad day? Like, really? And he was like, oh, I'm so surprised that you even say something to me. And you have a problem with him.
I'll say this: the only thing I hate,
I have no problem.
the only thing I hate about this situation, if I'm gonna hate on anything, I don't know if you saw this video. I think they were at a resort or some shit like that, and she cooked breakfast. When I say that is something I wouldn't even serve prisoners, like, bro, how you fuck up pre-made biscuits?
And he was talking shit. He was like, what the
She was like, can we pop this bacon back in the oven for like 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah. She doesn't strike me as a cooker.
No, she doesn't. She strikes me as a poser.
I don't think a poser. I think she's just
She's just not.
wow.
We're going to keep it going. You want me to bleep that later?
Uber Eats.
What?
Nothing. I said poser because that's what she poses for a living. Double entendre.
Real. Yeah, I think she's an Uber Eats queen though.
Oh, very true.
Probably go through a menu at Tao or Nobu pretty quickly as well.
So, since we're on this topic, have y'all ever been in a relationship or situationship that made no sense? Like, the world's like, how the fuck did this happen? And I'm just curious. Has that ever happened to y'all?
Yes.
I'll say situationship.
Okay.
Situationship, I bagged one, and I definitely caught a lot of hate for that.
Really? What were they saying?
How the fuck did?
Damn. Same as you?
Just no N word.
I was
Just a little bit closer to mic tape.
All right, word. I got you.
Yeah. I had one situation where I fucked up, man, and it was a baddie, and
The mom.
shut the fuck up.
Oh, I hit it on the nail.
No.
No, okay.
Nah, I had a baddie one time, and then
How'd you fumble it?
I think it's a rite of passage for every dude to do some stupid shit, and that stupid shit is, why is she with me? I can't believe it. Like, worried about other shit niggas is thinking, being like, bro,
Exactly.
she chose
Oh,
you.
you psyched yourself out.
I psyched myself out. I remember I was at Taylor's Bar and Grill, man, in my college days. And literally, you know that song where it says, doing my bitches in the club. I was so high on that. And then, y'all know how it is being with guys. I got dapped up being like, that's you? And I was like, yeah, nigga. And it's true. I was like that. And
High on life.
And I went back to her place. Her friend had a person, and then it was me and her, and like there was another dude there. So it was I'm high off the club stuff, right? So
Yeah.
there's 2 chicks, my chick,
So 2 chicks, 3 guys.
exactly. But I've been with my chick the entire night. So the thing is, she's up there. And then randomly, like, dude, I know the dude's there to do. We're both like vying for like who is she gonna choose up at the end of the night. And I got butt hurt because I'm like, why'd you spend the whole night with me and having me fucking do Game of Thrones before we go back into your bedroom? So I psyched myself out and I got in my feelings that I had to go through the final boss. And then, you know,
She was like, ew.
I'll just say this chick did end up on the hub one time.
Whoa, what?
Yep, she had a hub lifestyle.
Name?
Huh?
Can we get her performing name?
Y'all remember the
Fact checking reasons.
y'all remember the site? It's called G's Do P.
No. Just tell me her name.
Yes.
I can't remember. Like, I'll bleep out
White or black?
white.
Look it up.
Can't find her.
Milk.
She was on. I'll bleep it out.
he said milk.
Last name?
I'm remembering the fucking last
She
name.
like an amateur.
I think it was like girl. I'll bleep it out. It was on Girls Do. That was their thing in Eugene. We were like, oh shit, that's her.
I'm not gonna lie. When you first were like, giving the layout for this scenario, I thought you were gonna say they tried to pull you into some freaky ass orgy.
Robert with a porn star. How was it?
You kissed her?
You didn't even kiss her?
Oh, I thought you said you bagged it. I thought that was.
I did bag it. I bagged it for like 2 days.
You didn't even kiss her? No. Did you have sex?
So you jammed up.
I failed.
You had 2 dates.
Yeah, they were great dates. We held hands and all the shit.
Dude.
If it's on Brazers, then we're talking.
If it was on Brazzers.
Boo. Anywho. How we tying this one up, Cos?
At the end of the day, it's the end of the day. Good for Druski. Good for Ruby Rose. Is it going to last long term? Probably not. Hopefully we get some funny skits out of it.
Fair enough. Tell you what you got for us.
So one of our favorite NBA sons, I guess we could say, and also former player, Austin Rivers.
Boo-hoo.
But he's a Duke alum, so not too much brotherhood. Anyways, bro, we have the strongest, other than maybe
Just the way you said the brotherhood and the white history. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Black card revoke? That's crazy.
That's where my mind went.
Nah, I mean, see, like the general student body, yeah, but as far as like the best players in program history, other
The
than
Kyle Singlers.
huh?
I know a story about Kyle Singh.
What's his name? The coach right now.
John Shire.
John Shire was a bucket.
More-
JJ Redick.
More like
Christian Leitner.
Grant Hill, Jason Tatum, Zion, Marvin Bagley.
See, those are one and dones though.
It doesn't matter. They all
Before,
part.
how about the 4-year national championship type of guys?
Doesn't matter.
I'm just
Yeah, Tatum, he wore the flag proudly. But anyways, back to some serious content. Austin Rivers, I can't remember what the platform he was on, but he was speaking and he was alluding to the fact that he believes NBA players are the best athletes in the world. And he feels as though there are tons of guys in the NBA that he feels could jump right now onto the NFL field and perform well. Me personally, I probably, when I was just going through a list of guys I know that are on rosters and thinking about, overall size, fit, athleticism, I probably got to about 10 guys that I think could actually thrive in the NFL. But, what are your thoughts?
I would say for me, it's kind of tough. I would say,
And also, do you think that they actually are the best athletes in the world?
well, I would say the Olympics have the best athletes, but I would say when it comes to like
but that's so vague.
What do you mean?
Basketball's an Olympic sport.
Yeah, what do you mean? Like track athletes?
track athletes, like gymnastics. I feel like they have, because I think Simone Biles and her boyfriend did like a who could do stuff, and even though they kind of like evened out or didn't even out, but like I feel like male gymnasts, and if it was reverse, could do a lot of stuff. But I'm going down a rabbit hole. I will just say for most things, I think NBA athletes are really good to do and pick up things a little bit quicker, because a quarterback is not doing too much of anything. Depending upon, I'm thinking about the average quarterback. I'm not thinking like the top tier quarterbacks, but I would say NBA athletes are pretty much up there, because a kicker ain't doing nothing.
Okay, we got some athletic kickers these days. And I'll say this with quarterbacks too. Most quarterbacks, if they're elite or bad, tend to also be pretty damn good at baseball.
Oh, see, I even forgot about baseball. Adam Vinatieri ain't doing shit.
Hell, a lot of just off the top of my head, Jameis Winston, he played college baseball at Florida State. Patrick Mahomes did as well. Matt Stafford did.
Kyler Murray.
Hell, a lot of them be getting drafted too. And I know
Russell Wilson,
another one.
Oh yeah, RJ said that.
Yeah. I don't believe there is a debate to say this is the best athlete, because let's say, okay, like NBA athletes are phenomenal athletes, but you can't take an NBA guy and be like, all right, go do like a cycling event, or go drive an F1 car, or go play soccer. Like, it's just not like, there are certain talents that can translate. Could LeBron be a great goalkeeper? People always say that. Sure, probably, maybe, yeah, potentially.
Yeah, if you worked at it for 5 years.
Yeah, but I don't think there's like, because there's so many people are so built for their sport. Like even gymnastics, if you look at like the average male gymnast, they're like 5'3". They're 5'3" and like a ball of muscle. So they're so like built in this, their body's so crafted around this sport that I don't think there is such a like translation. Even in NBA, you can't be that bulky in NBA because you have to have good cardio. So that's why, like, I don't think a lot of NBA guys translate to NBA. There are some, yeah, or to NFL. Mm-hmm. There are some, but at the end of the day, like in NFL, you have to have such a combination of strength and speed. Versus in basketball, it's speed and cardio and durability.
And it's a highly skill set based sport as well.
It is. You have to know your role so specific. Versus an NBA, you have to do everything.
And that's where
I think they pick up.
That's where I was thinking about the everything, and just really quick. And then I'll take it. When you said like FS1, think of like Draymond Green or Guild doing FS1, like
or F1.
F1, yeah, that shit be fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
exactly. Like them niggas.
But there are like rugby guys you see come play like NFL football. Yeah. You see NHL guys actually that are really good at golf because it's similar motion.
Or track stars who
track stars are wide receivers or something like that.
NFL.
Or
vice versa.
We're going to solve this right now. I'm going to ask y'all. Aliens come to the planet and we have to pick a professional pro league to do sports, like all around sports. Who we choosing?
Okay, when you say all around sports, what do you mean?
The aliens will have us do like a triathlon.
NFL
like an actual triathlon or a triathlon of sports?
Triathlon of sports. Like which professional league sport we choosing?
I'd probably say NFL players.
NFL players?
Because I can take different positional groups and find guys who can do different stuff. Like, I feel like in my early childhood, a lot of NFL wide receivers I've seen play in either celebrity games or in college basketball. Hell, Julius Peppers, he actually played on the UNC national title team that won in 2005. Like I just said earlier, there are a lot of QBs that are pretty good at baseball. I'm almost certain you could take a offensive lineman or D lineman in the NFL and probably have him doing some sumo wrestling competition.
I saw Parsons do that with that.
No, whoever that kid is, he's 17 years old. He needs to bulk up right now. I'm telling you this right now. Bulk up.
Pretty bulky.
No, but he's like, he probably needs to add at least another 30 or 40 pounds. If he gets on somebody's line, the bet that he's already stopping a all-pro DN now with that type of footwork, speed, and actual like control.
There are colleges doing that right now. I think I can't remember. Someone pointed. I think Utah State has like a couple sumo guys on their roster as linemen. I think you're gonna see that. Same with like how rugby guys transitioned over.
I'm saying he was just laughing. He's like, haha, you so funny. Stand over here. I was like, that's
And it's
power.
like, and Parsons, he literally gets paid to move men for a living, and couldn't
Or just
even
beat him. Yeah.
Y'all know when you're playing video games, you get serious, you lean in. That's how he was when he was getting pushed out. He's like, God damn it, they got this on film.
Yeah. I'll probably second what Tay says. I think NFL has the best pure just athletes from athleticism, but skill as well. And I think because there's so much variety there, I think I would take NFL. And
Peppers was drafted no 2.
Oh, forgive me.
You been
Maybe he
fact
wasn't on
checked.
that team. But he did play on that college basketball though, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
I think for the question I posed, I don't know. I guess I'll just stay consistent. I think we're all using the same logic. I would just say NBA players. I just feel, but I can see where you guys are going with football players, playing on the line. But yeah, I can see that. So let me bring it home today. So, Factor, I'm gonna need your help with this one. So we have our still number one listeners in New York. We got some more New York shit for you. So there is a club called the Carbone. Is that right?
I think it's Garcon.
I feel like we've changed that name like 3 times.
Yeah, I'm back. Nasty work over there.
I did find out that the owner of that site was arrested.
Yes. That's why the site went down.
Yeah.
So allegedly, this club in New York, you go in and it scans your wealth. Anywho, fuck it, I'm freeballing it. So, Factor, I'm really need your help today. Yep. So there's this club in New York City, and it demonstrates your wealth when you walk in, and you have to have at minimum $50,000 to enter that motherfucker. It displays how much money you have. Now, I'm not gonna get into the second part of the semantic summary, looking up that piece while I pose and kick some of the questions to you, but I'm just curious because what are your thoughts on that? A club that shows your wealth when you enter, and at minimum you gotta have 50 G's in your bank account. How do y'all feel about that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, people are looking for a certain type of partner or somebody to engage with for the night. If they have a preference, like, people say, like, I only want to deal with someone who makes 6 figures. Well, here, filter out all the bullshit.
Fair.
And if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else.
Yeah. If you can't get in, then you won't get in. You don't have to go if you don't want to go. This reminds me of there was a museum, and it was like a vending machine. It was called the Money Machine.
Yeah.
And you had to put your debit card in, and it was like a ranking of who had the most money in their bank account. And Diplo, the DJ goes, puts his in, and it's like, oh, you're number 1. It's like 3.3 million in this bank account, and it shoots to the top, and it's.
Can I ask, how would y'all feel if you were on a date and she suggested you go to that club and you couldn't get in? Would you be honest beforehand, or would you wait till you got up to the door?
You have to you save yourself the embarrassment, my friend. It's either you tell her now, or she learns there, and there's other people there. Be like, oh.
I had some fraud situation with my bank account recently. So
my translator took my money.
My account's frozen.
So a second part to it, they also talk about that. They base entry on attraction level too as well for women, where you have to be a certain attractiveness. So they're talking about money, and they're also talking about looks. So instead of the bouncer saying you ain't getting in with them shoes, they say you ain't getting in with that face. So
it's such like a female concept.
I think so.
I only say this because I had a female friend, and her friends would always talk about opening up a bar. Literally, we'd call it cuties, and the only rule was men couldn't be 5'10" or under. I'm just like, what type of fucking genocide is this? Like,
Staying away from that.
but this is such like a female concept to like filter out the rough, the riffraff. You know what I'm saying?
This is normally your role, but I'm gonna say women, not female, and then also
I did. In the dictionary, it says woman.
oh wow, so I have to be the voice of reason here today. That's crazy.
Oh my
The
god.
therapist,
Sorry to interrupt, okay?
as you always do. Let's go. Go ahead.
Continue that thought. I mean,
Go ahead. No, do your thing.
What's going on?
Carbone or
Yes.
whatever?
Garcon.
It's about 30,000.
Oh.
Initiation fee.
Oh, there's
Damn.
initiation fee.
Hold on. What?
Plus,
Oh hell.
but there's another club in New York called the Amman, which requires $200,000 initiation fee plus a $15,000 annual due.
It's like a golf club.
Damn. So like,
Damn. Just to go to a stupid
basically,
club.
in that scenario, if
And
I
according to
yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, he's good.
Town and Country describes this $200,000 $215,000 club as a sumptuous cocoon of exquisite textures.
So
Which
this
is
sounds.
about as generic as you go.
This sounds like I guess the elite's version of Soho House.
Oh, I fucking hate Soho House. It's so ridiculous.
The one here, or you've been to other ones as well?
I just don't like the concept. Creative. It's like if you can't get into the Jay-Z brunch, you go to Soho House. I'm just kind of like, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like it. It's not because like, oh, I want to go and I'm just hating because I can't get in. It's just like, sounds so stupid.
Why?
It's just dumb. A creative's paradise. No, it's not. It's just people trying to be more elitist.
Have you been to Soho House?
I haven't.
How do you know people are just being there to be elitist?
Because I have to pay dues to be there.
I mean, you have to pay dues to go to a gym.
And Costco. I'll pay to go to Costco. That's better than Soho House.
What's the difference? And also with your application process, you also have to give a little details in terms of your profession. So that way, when they filter out for that,
They filter out the riffraff, right?
yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't think they would allow me to go to Soho House.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, honestly.
So what's up? Wait, sorry, I haven't gone to Soho House. There's like initiation fee.
Annual fee, yes.
There's an annual fee. This is a club, I'm assuming.
It's
A lounge.
a lounge, yeah, but
For creatives.
For creators.
a lounge.
Okay.
But then they also have home stays where you could just stay there as if it was a hotel as well.
What's the annual fee?
It varies. I can't remember what the price point is. But it's similar to like a gym membership. You pay a different price if you're just paying for your individual home house versus being able to access one anywhere across the world.
Okay.
Because like they have some all the way out in Japan. So.
Okay, I see. So yeah, it's like like one of those Lifetime Fitnesses or one of those elite.
Thank you.
Wow,
Thank,
that's a crazy comparison, but yeah.
thank
No,
you.
like you go to
Thank
Lifetime
you.
because you want to meet the people that go to Lifetime. You don't go to Lifetime because they have better gym equipment or
Thank-
like a nicer sauna.
I need you. You want to be my lawyer?
You go there to meet the people that go to Lifetime
But you're saying
because
thank you, but you've never been.
I wouldn't want to go.
So how do you know it's not better?
it's
I'm
not.
pretty sure.
I
I've
can't-
been part of those bougie
No, but I'm saying
gyms as well.
But you have to
and
taste some
it's not.
pizza before you know it's not better than Rudy's.
Have you been?
No, not yet. But I'm gonna make a point to this weekend. I promise you.
Can you?
Oh,
is it-
you mean to the Soho House?
Soho House.
Yes,
You have been?
Yes.
Okay. Is it worth it?
I enjoyed myself. I mean, I was there with someone else, but yes.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm getting.
I've been to
like-
one. I've been to one in Soho,
Okay.
and that's Soho.
Yeah, I think I would do that.
and the one here as well.
I think I would do that.
So they have like a day pass you can do, or a night pass, like a night
This
pass.
is like a Fortnite. Like I'm gonna download some.
Nah, damn near like
No,
more.
like a lifetime day pass. Like,
Nah,
I'm
nah,
here with my friend. I just want to use the sauna.
Nah, damn near for like certain events, yes.
Okay.
And then also like when I went to the one Soho, it was just kind of those like who's like
Oh, okay.
type of thing, and I just happened to know somebody that was pretty well connected.
Oh, okay. You tapped in.
So.
Boo. Talk about me.
I actually enjoyed the joke.
You're just
not even funny anymore.
Exactly. You're trying to think what he's about to do to you. Don't try to. Yeah, y'all beefing.
What else to him?
No, what I want to.
Oh.
That connection you had in New York,
That's fear.
James.
No.
No, okay.
No, I wish.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I wish.
When he's playing for the Nets, that's why.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought I could make a connection.
He has a lot. He's traveled. He's traveled.
No, I wish.
Only reason I bring it
Very
up
cool.
is more and more this world, as the aliens would tune in to the latest reality TV show of Earth being wild is another way where life is hard. Life is hard. A reminder that you are not where you want to be.
Well, that's what the girls say when they're trying to find a rich man. Man, it's so hard to find a rich man. We just open up a club where we filter out the rich men and make it easy. It's their life's hard for them too. They're just finding answers.
I just think it was like it's horrible. Like, hey, you have $5 in your account. You don't deserve love or a drink.
No, you just don't deserve the person
Here.
that you're gonna meet there.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're gonna find the right person
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
This is why I always tell people, fuck with who fucks with you.
Yeah.
I had
If I was making millions, I probably wouldn't want to talk to the McDonald's waitress.
No offense.
The McDonald's cashier.
But what if she looked like Ruby Rose?
If she looks like Ruby Rose and still working at McDonald's, there's probably some other issues there.
Exactly.
That's true.
Or she's walking around with something that they haven't created a shot for yet.
Wow,
That too.
this has turned.
Yellow.
Wow. This has been an interesting episode. I've learned a lot about you.
Me.
I've learned a lot about
Learned a lot
you.
about you.
This has been another illustrious installment of the Play No Games podcast. I'm Cartier Rob.
I'm Tay Ford.
I'm Koss.
And before we actually do get out of here, I will say we've got some fun, interesting things on the way. We got a 3-point contest coming up.
Whenever that happens.
Oh no, we're getting out on the books. We've got some live stream we're going to be doing. So please hold us to that standard. I've been unleashed from the bounds of hell, and we got some dope things and interactive things to make us the most funnest podcast in Portland. But just know, I just want to put this on tape. I'm definitely beating Tay in a 3-point contest. Just want y'all to know that. Ain't got a jumper like mine.
Still ducking the king of the court smoke.
I ain't ducking that. We can figure something out. But
Three dribbles.
3 dribbles?
What?
3 dribbles?
3 dribbles what?
King of the court.
King of the court?
Oh. We can do that as a side, but I would prefer the contest be just 3 point. We can do the King of the Court as a side quest. 3 dribbles. I like
Okay.
that.
King of the court.
I don't hate that.
Loser has to do crab walk, suicides.
Oh, fuck, dude. This isn't basketball.
Oh, no,
practice.
not you. This is just me and him.
Okay, I'm not doing crab walks.
Crab walk, suicides, backwards.
You like crab cakes?
They're fine.
We'll catch you later.
All right, yeah.
Probably wondering if I think of you. Sorry, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, for the bag that I never had. Yeah, you probably mad right now. Yeah, I got a 2-piece now. But shit, I think they call them groupies now.